update to you. IoT cannot function without a microcontroller. So today we are going to see what is a microcontroller in little bit details so that people can have an understanding what it can do or what it cannot do. This is Kadal Amudam from Chennai, India. So I am going to talk about microcontrollers based on Microchip's PIC series of microcontrollers. I am displaying the image of very old microcontroller by name PIC16C72. So you can it has a 28 pin microcontroller. This is one of the most popular microcontroller used in India. This may be even 2 decades old or so. I am not sure about when it was first introduced. You can see the functions are written adjacent to the pin numbers. So most of the pins will have one or two functions given in the pin description. Now let me show you another microcontroller where more number of pins having more number of functions, more than one functions. So this is the growth of the microcontrollers. Every pin has more features. So as the days goes by, the complexity of the microcontroller is increasing. Now let me show you one latest part. Now the same microchip stopped writing description near to the pin numbers. Only pin numbers are displayed but no function description, because you cannot write all the functions in a line very adjacent to the pin number. So you have to refer a table. So the table will show you multiple functions which a pin can be configured or used. Okay. So this is the growth of complexity of microcontrollers. So we will go a little bit more deeper into. I will see this PIC16 of 1728-bit microcontroller datasheet. We will go one by one and see what can be done or what is available in those type of microcontrollers. I am going to read from the datasheet. It's a high performance RISC CPU. Only 49 instructions. Operating speed is DC to 32 MHz clock input. So you can have multiple type of clock sources. Either you can have internal clock, that is also factory calibrated up to 32 MHz, or you can have external crystal, you can have external RC, or you can have a external clock also. And then interrupt capability with the automatic context saving. So once the interrupt is generated, the necessary registers will be saved in the stack. Memory features: up to 4 kilobyte flash program memory, self-programmable and software control, programmable code protection, programmable write protection, 256 bytes of data EEPROM, and up to 512 bytes of RAM. See, this is a 8-bit microcontroller, the lowest configuration available in the microcontroller family. So this is the capability of a 8-bit microcontrollers. Self-programmable under software control is one of the features I have seen in the microchip controllers. I am not sure whether this feature is available in other areas. What this means is the program itself can change itself. So that's what is called self-programmable under software control. The area where the firmware is stored can be modified by its own program. So this is a feature provided by Microchip. And then it offers you high performance PWM controllers. 2 programmable switch mode modules, PSMC, digital and analog feedback controller, PWM frequency, and the pulse begin end times. And then using that PWM modules, one can generate various types of signals required for buck converter, boost converter, H bridge, single phase or 3-phase. So it is very effective for power electronics and motor drive applications. Extreme low power management. At sleep mode, it consumes only 50 nanoampere. Watch timer consumes 500 nanoampere. Timer oscillator consumes another 500 nanoampere. Analog peripheral features. It has an ADC, built-in ADC, fully differential 12-bit converter. Up to 75 kilosample per second can be obtained from the ADC. 11 single-ended channels, 5 differential channels, positive and negative reference selection, 8-bit digital to analog converters is also available in this microcontroller. 3 high-speed comparators. Okay, there it has a comparators also. You can compare two external voltages and then take a decision, and then these comparators can generate interrupt also. And then two operational amplifiers, rail to rail mode. If you have any signal which is coming from a sensor needs to be amplified or needs to be buffered, you can use this operational amplifiers. And then it has some reference voltage also, which you can use it for ADC or for comparator also. I/O features: 25 I/O pins and one input only pin, and then each I/O pin can source up to 25 milliamperes. So this you can directly drive most of the LEDs available. Individually programmable interrupt on change pin, that is any pin can generate an interrupt. Digital peripheral features: timer 0, 8-bit timer counter with 8-bit programmable prescaler, and then enhanced timer 1, that is 16-bit timer counter. So all these features are available. To capture compare PWM modules. So this you can use that to count an event. You can use and capture, or you can generate any PWM frequency also. So this is the capture compare PWM module can do for us. And then master synchronous serial port is also available. SPI port and I2C also available. Enhanced universal synchronous asynchronous receiver transmitter, EUSART. So which is you can use it to generate RS-232 or RS-485 and all LIN compatible. Auto bar detection is also available. Oscillator features: operate up to 32 MHz from precision internal oscillator, factory calibrated to ±1% typical. Software selectable frequency range from 32 MHz to 31 kHz. 31 kHz low power internal oscillator. So these are so many oscillator features also available. And the general microcontroller features: power saving sleep mode, and then power on reset mode, power up timer, oscillator startup timer, brownout reset. All those things are available in this microcontroller. And then you can do the in-circuit serial programming. Only 2 wires, 2 pins are required for programming the controller. It gives an operate. It's a voltage range of either 1.82 to 3.6 volt or 2.3 to 5.5 volt can be used in these microcontrollers. So these are all features available with the microcontrollers. So you can very easily take a sensor input, convert into digital, or you can use a DAC to control any output actuators. For example, there are motorized valves available which can be operated by 0 to 5 volt output. So you can use a microcontroller to control the water flow from 0 to fully closed position, 0 to fully open position 100%, or you can regulate the flow anywhere between the 0 to 100%. Such options are available through the DAC. So these are all the basic features offered for microcontrollers. Thank you for watching this video. Kindly do not forget to subscribe this channel so that you can view this type of technology based videos in the coming days. This is Kadal Amudam from Chennai signing off. Good day to you.